Good morning. My name is Andrew Gatto. I'm here to talk to you about ERM frameworks. One I'd like to speak about right now is COSO framework. COSO. Now, COSO started as a project by the COSO, which stands for the Committee of Sponsoring Organizations of the Treadway Commission. Long name, COSO sounds better. In 2001, it started as a project between COSO and PwC, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and they decided to develop a framework that could be used by across all different lines of work, by different managements, and just to standardize enterprise risk management. Now, COSO believes they've achieved this, and they believe that this framework will become widely accepted by companies and other organizations. So some of the critical challenges that this framework was trying to accomplish, was it wanted to create value within the context of the organization. It wanted the management to be able to establish strategic objectives, select strategies, and set aligned objectives throughout the enterprise. The COSO Cube is a matrix that highlights everything which COSO stands for in order for it to work. It stands for the four objective categories: strategic, operations, reporting, and compliance. Then you got 8 rows that represent the components of the ERM, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And the third, that depicts the entity's unit. So it's like the subsidiary unit, the business unit, the divisions, and the entity level within the organization. Okay, so we started talking about the 4 categories of the COSO Cube, and that's strategic, operations, reporting, and compliance. Now, strategic, that means the high-level goals are aligned with the supporting mission of the entity. They strive to achieve goals, and they must accomplish them. Operations, that's the efficient and effective use of the resources, so that's also very important. Reporting has to deal with the reliability of the reporting, and compliance must deal with the compliance of the applicable laws and the regulations. And these distinct but overlapping categories, they address different entity needs. They could have different executives be directly responsible for each of these 4 categories. So now let's talk about the 8 components of the COSO Cube. Now these 8 components are essential. They make the cube work. First is the internal environment. Now this sets the basics for how risk is viewed and it's addressed. This has to do with everything within the organization. Second is the objective setting. Now that helps management identify the potential threats and events that are affecting the goals that they're setting out to achieve. Third is event identification. So that says that all internal and external events that are affecting the goals, it means they're identified and distinguished as either a risk or an opportunity. And therefore an opportunity they could take advantage of, a risk they could try to mitigate. Fourth is risk assessment, and this is where risks are analyzed and determined how they should be managed. Number 5 is risk response, and that means management selects responses such as avoiding, accepting, reducing, or sharing, and they apply it to specific risks that could be affecting the firm. 6, control activities. That means policies and procedures that are designed to help ensure the risk responses. That means they're effectively carried out. So you can control the activities. Control the activities, control the activities. That's where they get the name from. Information and communication. Very important. That means relevant information must be identified. It means it must be captured and communicated in a form and a time frame that enables the people to carry out their responsibilities. Without information and communication, the cube doesn't work. Lastly is monitoring. This means the entirety of the enterprise risk management system is monitored, overlooked by auditors. After that, modifications are made as necessary. And that, my friends, is the COSO Cube. Victoria, take it away.